Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Friday Night Magic. Today I'll be playing the Aura Servants deck. This is a blue-white deck that focuses on a few creatures that can get really powerful and a bunch of creature enchantments as well. This opening hand does not look all that great, so let's go ahead and try drawing a new one. This is a little bit better, but not that fantastic either. But since I don't want to go down to 6 cards, we will go ahead and keep this. Starting off here with our Evolving Wilds, which I will use to get a Plains. Since I do have an island in my hand, and grab this here, get a Plains. Sep 0001 is my opponent. 001. And I'll probably start off with an Invisible Stalker too, just because this thing's ridiculous. It's a 1/1 hexproof unblockable creature, and I have 2 of them. I also have 2 of the Core Spirit Dancer. Now, funnily enough, I've got 4 creatures, I've got 4 cards, and these 2 creatures are the focal point of my deck. The Invisible Stalker and the Core Spirit Dancer are the main focus of this deck, and just using these creatures to really mess up my opponent. I also have another one of my, another Core Spirit Dancer, are you serious? As much as I'm happy about that, I need some creature enchantments more than I need 5 of these cards. But I guess that's good in case they get removed, you know? Alright, so we've got our first one that we're swinging with here, and after I attack, I will play my second Invisible Stalker, because these are guaranteed damage right now. Now let's talk about, so this is hexproof unblockable. He can't eliminate it with direct damage, plus he can't block it. Mass removal is needed for those guys. He's gonna play a Loxodon Warhammer. Spirit Dancer, 2 lands for an 0/2, gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it. Plus, whenever I play an aura spell, I get to draw a card. So you can just imagine how ridiculous that would get with multiple of these in play. I don't know that I want to play any of them yet. Maybe I'll play one now, just in case I draw an enchantment next turn. Yeah, we'll do that. First I'll attack though. We will attack for 2. Unblockable, although he doesn't have any creatures in play to block with anyways, and I will play one of the Core Spirit Dancers just in case I draw an enchantment next turn. I'll be able to throw it down right away and get all those benefits. Now, so I've got 2 more of those, and I also have this guy right here, Godhead of Awe, 4/4 flying, all other creatures are 1/1. That's not something that I play every game, but if I'm in a situation where my opponent's got a ton of creatures and I'm in a really bad way, I can play that down and turn them all into 1/1s. All of a sudden they're much easier to deal with. Alright, he's gonna play a... Alright. Ooh, he played an enchantment in it, it's really funny. But the thing is, can't attack or block, and the beginning of upkeep, you may gain 1 life, so there you go. Now, I did draw an enchantment, but I will wait to play it, because I want to play it. This creature can't attack or block now, because of the enchantment that he just put on it. I don't know if I gain that 1 life. No, I believe he does. Okay. I think. I'm pretty sure he's the one who gains the life. We're going to throw down another Core Spirit Dancer, so next turn I can enchant it with the enchantment that I just drew. For now, though, this turn we'll just attack for the 2. And bring him down to 15. So next turn, I'll throw the lifelink on the... So he is going to gain the 1 life. Yes, so it is him. I assumed as much, but... That's a bummer. But not the worst of things. He's going to play 3/4 when it enters the battlefield. Gain life equal to its power, or any other creature with flying enters the battlefield. So whenever he plays another creature with flying, he will gain life equal to its power. That stinks, but I'm still pretty okay so far. I'm feeling alright. So we will put down the lifelink enchantment. So I will draw 2 cards, 1 for each Spirit Dancer. Yes, and yes. Drew another island. And he gets +2/+2. So all of a sudden he is now a 2/4 with lifelink. I don't want to attack with her yet though. I want to wait till I get 1 more enchantment on her so she's a lot bigger, because he can block this right here. So there's really no point in attacking. I guess though I would gain life if he were to block it. So at the very least this would make me gain 2 life, and he's not going to kill it. So I guess I will attack. So he will probably block it, and as such I gain 2 life. Actually, does this have lifelink too? No, it doesn't. Okay. He does not block it. Okay, wonderful. Not entirely sure why. Maybe he thought I had something else going on, but he decided not to block it. Or could it just been because, well, no, I still gained the 2 life because I dealt damage to him, so I don't know why he didn't block that. He would have saved himself 2 damage, so it's kind of odd, to be honest. He will play, gives enchanted creature +3/+3 plus When an enchanted creature deals damage to a player, double its controller's life total. I don't know, guys. Looks like I might lose this game. That's really funny. He's at 32 now. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I completely forgot that last turn I drew a Pacify. So we're going to stop any future shenanigans, and we will do that by throwing a Pacifism, meaning that his creature can now not attack or block. So he got that one turn with double damage, but no more. No more, sir. And since I'm playing another Aura, I get to draw 2 cards. And I drew into a Plains and Island, which is really great because I'm going to play the Plains, and I'm going to play... Let's play the Geist of St. Traft. So, 2/2 hexproof, so he can't target it directly. Remember, he can still do mass removal to all this hexproof stuff. The great thing, though, I'll show you that after I attack. I'm gonna attack here for 4. The great thing about this is that when it attacks, I also get a 4/4 White Angel flying token attacking as well. So basically, when he attacks, a 4/4 is also attacking, which makes that 6 damage. Alright, during the upkeep he gains 1 life. He cannot attack or block with this creature anymore because of my pacifism on his dude. Alright, so let's see what he plays this turn. Let's see. If he doesn't play he needs to play some sort of creature. He'll take massive damage next turn otherwise, because again, he can't block with this. And beyond that, next turn, I will probably throw... I got a few choices here. What is he playing here, though? Solemn Offering. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, gain 4 life. So he just removed my Pacify. So never mind. Now he will be, once again, attacking me for massive damage and doubling his life total. Oh, gosh. This is an interesting game, to say the least. He's now at 42, 84, sorry. Oh man, what do I do? I can make creatures 1/1. Which return all my creatures 1/1. But the thing is, he still gets his benefit. This would become a 1/1, but it would still get the benefit of the +3/+0 and the +3/+3. So it would still be a 4/4, 5/6. It'd be a 7/4 still, and he'd still double his life total. He's gonna deal me 9 damage next turn unless I have a blocker. I don't have a flyer that I can block with, so I think the only choice is that I play the Godhead of Awe, but he's still pretty beefy at that point too. So I kind of have to play this, I think. I could do this to pump up on my creatures. I could do this to copy a creature, but that's not going to save me next turn. So, alright, so here's the deal. I don't have any flyers that I can block with, but I can attack with this. Get my 4/4 here. Okay, so do him a bit of damage. Now it's 74, and then we play the Godhead, which turns all the creatures base into 1/1. Then their enchantments come into play. Is how it works. So he is now down to a 7/4. You can see his main creature turned into a 1/1, but he's got the upgrades from these 2 enchantments as well. So he's a 7/4. So he will attack me for 7. And I can block and kill it? Unless he's got something to stop this. That was a huge mistake. The game is not over. The game is not over. However, he is at 164 life. The game's not over, but it's probably over. What am I going to do? He's at 164 life. You gotta be kidding me. There's the Wrath of God. Clearing the board. Good thing I still had a Core Spirit Dancer in my hand. I was about to say that would have been frustrating. It's frustrating regardless, but it's a really good thing that I had a Core Spirit Dancer in my hand. So, Core Spirit Dancer goes down. And I'm even thinking of throwing down a Followed Footsteps on it. So what that's going to do is every upkeep I get a copy of that creature. I'm going to do that. I could have saved it for one of his creatures, but what I'm thinking is that whenever he plays a creature next, I will throw down a Mind Control on it. And the reason I decided to do this, and I think this might be a good idea, is because this is going to let me... I'm going to be getting a ton of Core Spirit Dancers in play, so this will let me draw a lot of cards whenever I play an Aura. Now, the question is, does he have another Wrath of God, or excuse me, what's the... Day of Judgment, as it's called now. I'm thinking old school mass removal for white. So if he's got another one of those, okay, not yet. He's going to play Archon of Redemption. This is ridiculous. Another one of these? Gotta be kidding me. He's already at 167. I don't know what I'm going to do. Ugh. All right, so we copy that. And here we go. Oh, wait, I know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna take it. Just mind control. Get to draw 2 cards. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I hope he doesn't have another Day of Judgment because this is beautiful. And I could give it +2/+2 or +1/+1 for each card in my hand. When the creature dies, put a 2/2 token in play with flying. I'm thinking here. Kind of have to think for the long haul. We're gonna throw this on him now, not this guy. Sure, I could get more damage this turn, but he's got so much life right now. I'm not gonna kill him anytime soon. And I also just drew another Griffin Guide. Let's attack for 2. And I also just drew a Winds of Wrath. So this is also mass removal, destroys all creatures, but only ones that don't have enchantments on them. So this works really well in my deck because I've got a lot of enchantments. Most of the time, all my creatures in play have an enchantment on them. Oh boy. Sarah Avatar, power toughness equal to his life total. It's a 165, 165. Luckily, the Winds of Wrath in my hand will save me, at least at the moment. And I would like to throw down, so this is cost 5 to play. I've got an extra 3. So I'm gonna save one of my Spirit Dancers here by throwing a Griffin Guide on it, like that. Oh man, he would have just wrecked my face if that Sarah Avatar stayed in play. I mean, I could technically block it every turn, but man, that'd be painful. 165, 165, that's hilarious. And then here is the Winds of Wrath, destroying all creatures that are not enchanted. This is an amazing game. Oh my lord. Okay, so here we go. Now this guy's gonna be doubling my life total. So, puts me up to a whopping 16. Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. That was the enchantment that doubled his life total I was completely... So I'm gonna gain life whenever I play a creature with flying, which I guess, have many of actually, so. The other huge advantage I've got right now is that with all my core Spirit Dancers in play, drawing so many cards, he's like out of cards right now. And he's going to play, okay, so I can't attack or block with this guy anymore, unless I can get rid of that enchantment. Ugh, so annoying. But not the worst thing in the world. I don't think I can remove that. I don't think I have any permanent removal at all. So yeah. Okay. Can throw a Pacify so that his thing can't attack or block, his 4/1. I'm going to need that since I'm only at 8 life. Let me think here though. I got a bunch of options. +3/+3 and Vigilance. Let's put that on my flyer, plus its Totem Armor. So we're gonna go this. So the Totem Armor benefit means when that creature dies, it removes the Totem Armor instead of the creature. So if he's got some more mass removal, I've got a way to save myself a little bit there. And we'll go ahead and draw our 3 cards. But not any more than this. I'll be playing more enchantments right now, but I don't plan to draw any more cards this turn because I don't want to have to discard all that stuff. So, or maybe I will play a few. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna throw this down. I might have probably wanted to spend my mana better so that I still could have done this, but anyways. And then I need to pacify that so that he doesn't hit me with it next turn. And let's see, I've got 6 cards. I could discard a few lands. So let me draw a few of these. Maybe I'll draw all 3 actually, because I've got a bunch of lands I can just throw away. Okay, there we go. And then it's turn time to attack. Again, still barely putting a dent in his life, but it's something. It's better than nothing. And I really need some lifelink here. That's what I really need. Discard 2 cards, get rid of a couple of these lands here. And then we say go. John is Pride Mate. Whenever he gains life, he gets to put a 1/1 counter on that bad boy. Comes into play, triggers the Soul Warden, which gains 1 life whenever a creature comes into play, so now it's a 3/3. And he is going to then switch over his enchantment, giving it +3/+0, trample, and lifelink. And he's going to put this down, giving it Death Touch. I don't really have much that can deal with that. He gains a life, that gets pumped up. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna do. I could play another Invisible Stalker. I could pump. Well, give this guy flying because I want flyers so that I can get past the 7/4. I really need lifelink though. Yeah, we'll draw some cards here. Actually, this one has lifelink, right? I think one of my creatures has. Oh, another Followed Footsteps. That's great. I don't want to deck myself either, so I've got to be careful. Oh, another Winds of Wrath. Yes! 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, ready? Winds of Wrath. Destroy everything without an enchantment. Oh, I can do one. I can save one of my guys here. We're gonna save the Invisible Stalker. Putting an enchantment on him. And let me not draw cards this time. Let me draw a couple. Again, since I have so many lands. Nice. Okay. So, enchant him. And then, can I do another enchantment? Low casting cost? No, I need 5, 6, 7. Enchant a creature. No, not that. No. Okay, so Winds of Wrath. Destroy everything without an enchantment. And this thing gets saved because it has an enchantment on it, but or the Aurora or whatever. And we can throw down a Narcolepsy, so it taps it, although I don't really need to do that. But I can put down another Invisible Stalker. This is a ridiculous game. This is unbelievable. Sep 001. Regardless of the outcome, thank you for this absurd game. Fun times. Okay, so attacking for 15, 16 damage. He's now down to 129. Lucky me. All right, and I get a discard 2. We'll get rid of these 2 evolving lands. Gains a life during his upkeep because of his enchantment here. I'm trying to think if I've got anything that can deal with that. 2/2 flying. When enters the battlefield, gain 2 life. Plus he gains 1 life from the Soul Warden. He's got a 2/2 flyer, so we can block my flying damage for a turn. He's going to enchant it with Death Touch. I can tap it. I've got this right here. At the beginning of each upkeep, if enchanted creature is untapped, tap it. So I'll be able to. So he has got the Death Touch from that. Which means that if he blocks one of my flying creatures right this turn, it will die. So, well, this one can't be blocked except by a defender, so I can throw that on someone. And enchanted creature can't be blocked except by a defender. So let's throw that on my 9. Let's throw that on this guy, so he can't be blocked except by a defender. And we'll draw a few cards here. Oh, man. Okay. And enters the battlefield, untapped creature gets Vigilance. +1/+1 and Vigilance. We can throw this down, giving him +3/+3. First strike, Vigilance, and lifelink. I will not draw cards. I'm really worried about decking. Maybe I'll draw 1. I keep saying this. This is really funny. And can throw down Narcolepsy to tap him during his next upkeep so that he can't hit me with it. Narcolepsy, so he will be tapped during his next upkeep. And this time, for real, I won't draw any cards. I'm so concerned about decking. So I've got to be careful. And then I could also throw down a 1/1. I'm gonna throw that on him again. This creature's ridiculous now. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go. All right, so he has got flying. He can't block this one because of the enchantment that I put on it. Can't be blocked except by a defender. And he can't block, he's unblockable. He can block that 7/9 though, so I won't attack with that one. And my 2022 has lifelink, so I'm gaining life now. Plus a totem armor. He just tapped. His 2/2 got forced to tap because of my narcolepsy. He plays flying lifelink. Okay, that's fine. He'll gain a life from it, from the Soul Warden. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw down a Followed Footsteps on this guy right here, so I get copies of him every upkeep. That'll be nice. Unless he plays another Wrath of God, I'm pretty sure that this one's in the bag. We can throw down another Narcolepsy, which I will do on this guy. Tap him during his next upkeep. Not drawing any cards for sure, again. Concerned about decking right now. So. And then we throw down an Imperial Armor on my massive, ridiculous creature that's about to get a lot more massive and a lot more ridiculous. And again, unfortunately, I have to go through all 4 of these. This is absurd. If I win this game, this will be bonkers. 27-29 now. Why don't we attack with that? Now remember, it's unblockable, has lifelink, has totem armor, has just all sorts of craziness on it. Oh my. Now I'm at 55, he's at 84. And then, Followed Footsteps. Whoops, it's not. All of a sudden there's some lag here. I think that he might be disconnecting or something. Game is syncing. Okay, so just some lag. Throw down an enchantment now on this guy, Followed Footsteps, which means I will get a copy of him during every one of my upkeeps. And that will trigger my life gain, because whenever it's a flying creature, actually it might be from my hand, I'll have to reread that. See if that triggers the life gain or not. Okay. It says, when any other creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain life equal to its power. So I'm not sure if that counts. I'll find out. What did he say? I didn't see what he said. I think he said, why couldn't I block? Yeah, that's what he said. Now, Followed Footsteps going to trigger here, getting myself another one of those. And that's going to keep happening every upkeep. Plus I'll gain life off of that, and they trigger off themselves. This game might be in the bag. Okay, Drake Umbra throwing this on our massive and ridiculous creature. Well, I guess we could just put it on this one. I'd gain more life this way though, so we'll do that. I'm gonna pour everything out of this one creature. It's got totem armor, screw it. It's got 2 totem armors now. Oh man. I could probably afford to draw 1 or 2 cards. Let's do 2. Oh. Good thing I did that. Gonna throw down one of these. Let's just put it all on that one creature, why not? I just want to make this one creature as absurd as possible. It'd make more sense for me to put it on this other one. Now then they would both have lifelink. But I think it's funny to put it all on the one creature. And what's even funnier is that I'm about to throw down a Wall of Reverence, which will have me gaining absurd amounts of life at the beginning of my end step, so I can do that after I attack. So it gets more, because one of my enchantments gives it +1/+1 for each card in my hand, so. All right. Are you kidding me? This is the most absurd game of Magic I've ever played. Wall of Reverence. Oh, come on, game's lagging again. What is this? Cut it out. Game is sinking garbage. You're ruining my video game is sinking. You're ruining this amazing win I'm about to have. Okay, come on, you got it. Wall of Reverence. During my upkeep, I'll be gaining life equal to the power of target creature I control. Guess which creature I'm going to pick. Yeah, probably the 36/38. Okay, let's gain 36 life. Putting me at 136 to his 41. Please don't draw Day of Judgment. Please. Please don't draw Day of Judgment. I mean, again, I'm still gonna have my one creature with the totem armor on it, with the 2 totem armors on it. So he'd have to play 2 Day of Judgments in order to win this game, essentially. Or, you know what? I wonder if he exiles this. That'd be hilarious. Swords of Plowshare is what I'm thinking about. Could exile it and, yeah. Let's gain a bunch more life. Do. All right, those are all going to trigger off of each other. Putting me at 142, 145, 145. Another totem armor. Let's put it on this one. It's going to ask me if I want to draw a bunch of cards. I will say no, because instead, I will win the game this turn. Well, this is absurd. This game was unbelievable. I cannot fathom. I should have just drawn cards to make this even more ridiculous, but let's bring it home with the win. Oh my goodness. Well, I went from being, what is this? Swords of Plowshare, the 36/38. I gain life equal to, there it is. That is exactly what I was worried about. I'm still at 181. I guess we'll have to wait a couple more turns for the win. Wall of Reverence, gain life equal to 911. I mean, it's still possible for me to lose, but what a come around. What a complete role reversal. I was at 8 life and he was at, what was it, 140 or something? And now all of a sudden I'm at 190 and he's at 31. Just unfathomable. Absolutely unfathomable how this game has kind of flipped itself here. All right, so I will draw a couple of cards this turn. I want to try to get some more enchantments and see what I can do. Remember, my biggest loss condition is him playing like a Wrath of God right now, or me decking myself. I'm certainly not going to lose by losing life anytime soon. Of course, Spirit Dancer, no, not really. Oh, you know what? I can't draw any more cards. I don't have any more enchantments to play. So we're going to keep these cards in my hand, just in case I draw another one of the pump-ups. And we attack with everything that we can. The O2s are kind of pointless, but we get a few of the 3/4s we can attack with. So that's 6, 7, 8. Wait, 6, 7, 8 plus 9, 17. He's down to 16. So next turn is the win. Barring a Wrath of God or Day of Judgment. If he does play Day of Judgment, I luckily have Totem Armor down on this guy, so he will still live. Oh, he might not. Yeah, he should die next turn. We'll see though. There's still potential. Potential for him to win this still. Okay, here we go. 1/5. If you would gain life, you gain twice that life instead. So he will gain 2 here, bringing him up to 19. He now has a blocker for ground creatures of mine, which I don't think I really have many. He's also going to throw down a Loxodon Warhammer, give him +3/+0 and trample. So he's got a blocker for ground creatures. I don't think I've got any that I'm actually attacking with. Upkeep, more creatures come out for me. He is gaining, oh no, he's not going to die this turn actually. Now all the triggering effects go down for the life gain of the Archon of Redemptions, all triggering off of the one that's in play. And I'll just keep this card in my hand. And let me think here. Take a look at my attacking creatures. He can hit me for 4 next turn, not concerned. It has lifelink though, so he'd actually gain 8 life from that. He'll gain 8 life regardless though, so I probably don't want to save any blockers. And let's take a look here. He can't block those. He can't block these because these are flying. And I've got these guys, which there's no point in attacking with them. So nothing that I'm attacking with right now he can block. So it's 9, 10, 11, plus 9 is 18. He's down to 3. No, that's 20. He's down to 3. He will, let's see here. He will attack for 4 and gain 8 life, which isn't enough to save him next turn. So maybe next turn is the win. Oh, what is this? +3/+3. Whenever, he's doubling his life total now. Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, so I cannot let him deal combat damage to me. 7/8. Block it. 4. 5/6. 7/8. It's not killing him, but I'm blocking a total of 8 damage here. I don't want to block with that because I don't want him to kill it. So he is going to destroy these creatures. But he's not dealing damage to me. He's still gaining double life for the damage from his creature, but he's not doubling his life total because no damage got dealt to me. So he's at 19, and I'm pretty sure... Oh, he might not be dead this turn again because he's getting more... He's getting 4 more life from the 2 creatures popping off a Soul Warden. Okay. So we'll see once the attack phase comes, but I'm pretty sure I'm okay for the kill. Would really like to draw into some enchantments here to help speed this along. Okay, so we have got 9, 10, 11, 14, 17, 20. Ugh, still not enough. Down to 3. Is this process going to be repeating now? Maybe save enough creatures to kill that. Coming up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be enough to kill it. Alright, so I'm not going to do as much damage as possible this turn for the sake of trying to kill his 7/8 coming up here during his next attack phase. Wall of Reverence, gain myself some more life. Really wish I could attack with this thing. Okay, so he's at 9. Unless he can pump up that 7/8, I'll be able to kill it. I'll be able to do 3, 6, 9 damage to it with my blockers. He will still gain his 14 life, but the creature will be eliminated, and he'll no longer have the twice life gain or this enchantment, which is the double life gain threat from when he hits me. He's making choices for what? He is moving one of his enchantments. He is moving the Death Touch over. Does it pump it up too, though? I think it just gives it Death Touch, which he was going to kill my creatures that I blocked with anyways. So, great. 3, unless he's got a... Unless he has a Swords of Plowshare, then this will go through. Some of his damage will go through. Looks like he doesn't have a Swords of Plowshare, so I've got 9 damage, which is enough to kill it. He still gains double life from the 7 damage dealt, so it's 14. Puts him up to 27. But I've eliminated a major threat. Wait, 54? Did damage go through? 3, 6, 9. Oh, was he 9? Damage must have gone through. What the hell? Oh, I can't. This game is taking up the entire video. One Friday Night Magic video dedicated to a single game. I mean, I guess it's interesting. And I might deck. You guys may see me deck here. Wow. All of this, you know, my worry before about not decking, you might actually see it come through and see me actually deck here. That'd be really hilarious, but also depressing. Okay, so we will throw this down. I'll have a creature with vigilance. No, I will not draw any cards. Don't draw any cards. I've got to say no to so many Core Spirit Dancers. It's like every Core Spirit Dancer coming up to me. Hey, force you want to draw a card? No. 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 Force you want to draw... No! Leave me alone, Core Spirit Dancers. I don't want to draw any cards. I don't want to deck myself, which may end up happening regardless. He's at 58. I have four attack phases to do that. To do 58 damage. 9, 10, 11. Got my 5/7 as well. This guy. Okay. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. 9, 10, 11, 14, 19 damage. I think I'm gonna lose this game. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But I think with what's going to end up being around, what, 300 plus life, I may end up losing this game. So I've got 3 more draws. So that's four attack phases. No, only 3 more. Last turn was my 4th. 3 attack phases. He's going to be gaining this life every turn. 2 life every turn from me for my tokens popping into play. 4 life every turn because he's got 2 Soul Wardens in play. I get an extra 3 damage a turn from my addition of the flyers. This will be really close. Oh, yes. That is a nice thing to have. Mind control his 4/1. Don't draw any cards. That helps me out quite a bit. Stops him from gaining life, as much life every turn from my creatures coming into play. These Core Spirit Dancers are super annoying. You know, back when I played the Rite of Replication of my Core Spirit Dancer, I did not realize that this would be the course of the game here. Otherwise, I probably would have not done it. Okay, so a bunch to attack with. She's got Summoning Signics because I just grabbed her. 9, 10, 11, 17, plus the 5, 23, he's out of 22. Oh man, he thinks I'm gonna make it. I think he's probably right. But again, who knows, he could draw into something to turn the tide of battle. I just can't even believe how long this game's taking. The twist and turn. It's like a novel. This is like some storied novel with this like crazy rich history about all the turns of the battle, the ups and the downs between the Spirit Walkers or whatever, Planeswalkers, Force, and Sep 001. It was an intense battle. Whoops. He can move his things back, obviously. I don't know why I thought otherwise. So the enchantments that I took from his creatures, he can clearly move back, as you can see there. So now he has a 6/3 with lifelink, death touch, and trample. He's going to be getting bigger every time he gains life. 7/4 now, so he's got something to block my ground creatures, but majority of my damage coming through flying. 8/5 now. you know, all my life triggers off of the redemption things. You know, they hopefully in the upcoming duels they make this so that we don't have to watch every single one of these animate, because that's super annoying. All right, what did I draw? Enchantment that I draw a card whenever a creature does damage to an opponent. No thank you. Or do you may draw a card? Well, then I should throw this down, because this will pump up one of my Spirit Dancers, and I want to do it with one with flying that I can attack with. So it'll be this. Could attack with that. This creature would die. Okay, let's throw that down. Don't draw a card. Here we go. Through the rigmarole of my 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many core Spirit Dancers I have, all asking me to draw a card. So the reason I played on that one is because I might have wanted to play it on a flyer, actually. I might have wanted to play it on my core Spirit Dancer with flying to get more damage through. Because I can attack with this and kill his creature. This will die, but it's got totem armor, so it will come back. And then I can attack with it again next turn. Okay, so let's see here. This would also give him lifelink. He has the lifelink regardless, though, so if he attacks... Shoot. I don't think I'm going to win. All right. Save him as a blocker. 9, 10, 11, plus 9. Still not enough damage. We got one turn. I could save him as a blocker, but what's the point? Yeah, so let's attack with it. He's gonna gain the life now or next turn, regardless. So let's attack with it, see if he blocks with it. He has to, otherwise he's taking an extra 7 damage. So his creature's going to die. Mine dies as well because his has Death Touch. He gains life. Totem Armor brings mine back. He's now down to 14. I've got one more turn. And I should have enough damage to kill him next turn, but what does he draw this turn? Is this really coming down to the last card in my deck? Is this really the course of events that have taken place with this one game that took up an entire episode of Friday Night Magic that usually consists of 4 or 5 games? Is this all coming down to one last turn with one more draw and one more? Is this really how this epic tale, this battle between the mono white deck and this blue white deck, this hybrid crazy creation of enchantments and creatures and the life gain deck that has him gaining absurd amount of life? He's at 140 life. When you see someone at 140 life, you do not assume that the person on the opposite end would win the game. You would not assume that. In most any situation, sure there's alternate win methods, but come on, 140 life. And to have that game be flipped around, me 336 life and him at 17 life with my one last card in the deck and my one last attack phase. Is this really what this game's going to come down to? Is this really what this game has come down to? Attack phase. I need to do 17 damage. 3, 6, 9, 12. Force we can count too. 13, 14, plus the 9, which will put me at 25. This one has flying, so that is okay to attack with. And I can attack with this as well because he can't block with anything on the ground right now. We will attack with everything. That is the game, and that concludes the episode of Friday Night Magic. Sep001, thank you very much for participating. Holy crap. I don't even know. I have no idea. Wow, that might have been one of the best episodes of Friday Night Magic ever. One game. Wow. Well, you already saw my entire deck because we literally drew every single card in it, but regardless, why don't we take a look at the deck manager here, starting off with a few Evolving Wilds. I don't even have anything to say. That is just absurd. I don't know. I can't believe We got some core spirit dancers, narcolepsy, and passivisms for creature control. Bunch of auras to help me out. We've got that Geist. All these auras for enchanting my creatures, making them super powerful. This is really awesome. Get auras back from my graveyard into play. There's a bunch of options for that in this deck. I've kept most of them out of the deck though. I just wanted 1 or 2 of those. Followed Footsteps, you saw how crazy that got. Godhead of Awe, that came into play. Everything came into, we saw every single card in the deck. You don't even need to see this. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Friday Night Magic. Tune in next Friday for another episode. Yeah, I can't promise it'll be as interesting as this week's. I don't think anything is as interesting as this week's. Wow. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. Keep watching and keep owning. Wow, really? Did that really just happen?